Welcome. Happy Monday. Dr. Joy here, and it's a beautiful day in paradise. So today in this short video, we're going to talk about the connection between anxiety and stomach problems. And I want to start with reminding you, just think about your body. And your body and your mind are under the same management. So it makes sense, right? That there's a connection between food and your mind. So the first thing I want to talk about is foods to avoid to help reduce any anxiety or depression. So I'd like to start with fruit juice. So fruit juice is a really popular morning beverage. Could be an anytime beverage. And the reason that this is off the list is because without the flesh and the body of the fruit, that fruit juice quickly gets absorbed into the body and goes right into your bloodstream. It's very high in sugar. And once that sugar hits your bloodstream, gives you a really nice high and gives you a really quick low. So those crashes are really detrimental for the anxiety and depression connection. So instead of drinking the fruit juice, I would suggest eat the whole fruit. Why not? And the second thing that we're going to talk about is soda. So regular soda is basically sugar water. Again, we're going to have that spike from the sugar in your bloodstream, and you're going to have the crash. So instead of drinking the sugar and getting caught up in that feeling of anxiety and depression from the crash, I would recommend that you drink some bubbly water or some regular water with lemon or lime in it to give it some flavor. Your body will be much happier with that. Third thing we want to avoid is diet soda. This is a tricky one because diet soda, you're thinking, okay, no sugar, right? No sugar, no problem. Well, actually, in studies, they've proven that the artificial sweeteners have a direct link to anxiety and depression. So we don't want to go down that route either. And instead of drinking the diet soda, we're also going to opt for water with lemon or lime, or the bubbly stuff. I really like the bubbly stuff. And you're thinking, what? Toast! Getting rid of my toast. Oh no. So toast, if it's from white bread. So the problem with white bread is that the high density of flour that's in it is also going to spike your sugar because the flour gets quickly converted into sugar in the body. So no white toast. It's off the list. So instead, you could have a higher density grain, something like 12 grain or a rye or a pumpernickel. That would be okay. The next thing we're going to talk about avoiding is going to be light salad dressing. Now this one, also because of the artificial sugar. So in those light dressings, because they've taken the sugar out of it, they've got to add something or else it's not palatable. So they're putting in artificial sweeteners. And those artificial sweeteners, they actually are even more interruptive and actually cause a bigger spike and a bigger drop than the sugar. That's what studies have shown. So that connection between the anxiety and depression is really present in the salad dressings, which you wouldn't really think of, right? Now I know that you're smart enough to know that processed foods in general are off the list. So salad dressing is processed, and that's why it's there. And also the artificial sweeteners that really cause the dip after the spike. So instead, why don't you try making your own homemade dressings? Yes, homemade from scratch. You can do it. Excellent. And next, this one is going to be a surprise. So ketchup. Now, most people think that ketchup is made of tomatoes. Did you think that? Well, most people do. And it is. Ketchup is made from tomatoes and a pile of sugar. In 1 teaspoon, there are 4 grams of sugar. Yes. So same thing as the juice and the soda. The sugar is going to increase the spike in your blood system, which gives you a big crash afterwards, which is no fun for anxiety and depression. So instead, my recommendation would be to try your homemade salsa. Slice up some tomatoes, throw in some basil, some oregano, olive oil, whatever your pleasure, and you'll like it even more. Next, coffee. Oh, I love the smell of coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Well, what we know about coffee is, gives you the jitters, right? Anxiety and jitters are not a good match. Along with the caffeine, right? The caffeine can really make people jittery and feel all anxious to start with, even if you're not anxious. Also, it interrupts your sleep. So if you're not getting enough sleep, that can also bring on anxiety and depression. Next thing on the list is alcohol. Alcohol, last call for alcohol. Alcohol, it is off the list. Why? Well, mostly it's what? Sugar. Not to mention, it can also interrupt your sleep, right? And if you're drinking too much, it can make you want to sleep more, and sleeping more also can cause anxiety and depression. So alcohol is a big loser in the study. So far, we're looking at mostly the sugar spikes, mostly the interruption of our sleep. And so what are you going to do if you want to have alcohol? So instead, what could you drink? You could have bubbly water. Again, water with lemon or lime in it, throw in some ice cubes, put it in a cocktail glass, put it in a wine glass, whatever makes you feel good. Certainly if you're in company and other people are enjoying an alcoholic beverage, it's nice to sometimes look like you're fitting in, and that's one solution. So amongst the studies that have been done, one of the things that research has shown is that by improving your diet and eating a healthy diet, you can decrease anxiety and depression by 40%. And not only that, for you overachievers who like facts, not only that, but with a healthy diet, you can increase your thinking ability by 30%. Your critical thinking ability by 30%. So there you have it. Things to avoid to reduce your possibility of having anxiety and depression. And you know, when your stomach is upset, when you're anxious, it can certainly cause stomach upset. And it's not a pleasant feeling if you've got, you know, acid reflux or just feeling full or having those spikes, right? So that's it for today. And if you like this video, by all means, press the like button and remember to subscribe, and let me know in the comments below, is there a food there that you're willing to give up to help reduce your anxiety and depression? Until next time, have a magical week. Bye for now.